Hello and welcome to STEM Stories with Mr. Ewing. This is episode 6 in our work on the brain. And today we're going to talk about something that's called soft skills. Now, before we get started, I just want to say that there are people that do not like the term, calling them soft skills, and we're not going to get into that debate today, but we're going to talk about what they are and how they affect you. You know, having taught now for 13 some odd years, being up in the classroom or being in the classroom, I know that I have a lot of expectations for my students, and I expect the very best from them. And a big part of that is developing soft skills. Now, sometimes I have students that are like, why are you being so hard on us? Why are you asking us to do things? I don't want to do that. Well, there's a reason behind everything that I do in front of the classroom, whether you understand it or not. And I think this video is going to help you understand it a little bit better. So there are two different things. They're called hard skills and soft skills, and I'm going to explain the difference between the two. Now, hard skills are those things that we can learn in school. Our math, our arithmetic, our coding, how to use equipment. These are the skills that we go to college for. These are the things we get trainings for. Excuse me. These are the things we get degrees for. These are the skills that we go out and go to get jobs and say, these are the skills that I have. These are the things I've been trained to do. These are the hard skills. They're called hard skills because they're tangible. I can say that I know how to type my name. I know how to code a game. Those are hard skills that I know I can sell. Now, you would think those are the most important skills. Well, soft skills are a little bit different. And I'm going to explain which one's more important in just a little bit. But soft skills can be defined as qualitative attributes that provide hiring managers with a sneak peek of an applicant's professional behavior. So it's qualitative, which means they can see or they can look at your behavior. These skills include adaptability, the ability to change, communication, and teamwork. So how you're able to adapt to a situation, how you're able to communicate and talk with other people, and how well you work together as a team. Remember those things that I have you guys do in the front of when I'm in the classroom? Teamwork. Contemplating technical skills with soft skills increases your value. So having these, the adaptability, communication, and teamwork, actually makes your hard skills look 10 times more hireable. And a deficit, meaning a low area of soft skills, is the number one reason workers lose their jobs. So they don't lose their jobs for not having the hard skills, they actually lose jobs for not having their soft skills. 94%, that's all this area in the yellow, of recruiters, people that hire you, believe that an employee with a stronger soft skill set has a better chance of getting the job and getting promoted within that job. Everybody applying for the job has similar hard skills, but being able to show that you have soft skills not only gives you a better chance of getting the job, keeping the job, and getting promoted at that job. So, what are the top 10 soft skills? Communication. How well you're able to actually have dialogue with people that are your friends or people that are not your friends. So sometimes, like when I put you into teams with people that you don't normally work with, I'm looking to see how well you're able to communicate with those people. I've said this in my class before. If you're in a job and you don't get along with other people, well, at school, if you're in a team and you're not getting along with your team, a lot of times a teacher will put you in another team or let you work by yourself. In a job, if you're not getting along with someone and you go to your boss and say, you know what, we don't get along, they're going to let you go, not the team. Being self-motivated. Stepping up and being like with me, Mr. Ewing, I'm done. What do I do next? What's next? Not just I'm done and sitting back and not doing the next steps or asking what the next steps are. Be self-motivated. Be a leader. And that doesn't mean you've got to be the front of the line. That doesn't mean you've got to lead the class. Be a leader of yourself. Being responsible. You know what? Being responsible also means making good choices, but it's also like if you've made a bad choice or you've done something, just take ownership of it. Be responsible for it. Teamwork. I can't talk about teamwork enough. That is one of the hardest skills to learn, but it's one of the most important soft skill in my eyes. Being able to problem solve. Look at what you do have and what you need to actually solve something. Decisiveness. Make a decision and run with it. This one, being able to work under pressure. If you know something's due at 3 o'clock and you're waiting until 2:45 to start your work, you're not getting it done. And deadlines are super important. They aren't usually held as important in school, not in elementary school, but they should be. You need to be held to a deadline because in the real world, you don't hit your deadline, you don't get paid. Next is flexibility. Be flexible. If you're not getting the way you want or your ideas aren't going the way you want, be flexible to understand that maybe someone's ideas are just better in that situation. And the other, conflict resolution. If there is a conflict, don't talk about it in the heat of the moment. Take a breather, but be willing to see the other side of a conflict. It always is two sides, not just your side and their side. And sometimes we got to step out of our own side just to be able to hear and see that. And that's why these same things, clear communication, listening skills, self-control, positive attitude, assertiveness, empathy for your other teammates. Because these are all skills that we should be building in our classroom. This is why I set the expectations so high with my students, is because I expect to see all of this. And when I don't, it's a problem because I'm trying to make sure that each one of you is set up for the most success that you can possibly have. And if you don't master these, doesn't matter how many hard skills you have, it's the biggest reason people are let go. So which one's more important? After hearing that, which one do you think is more important? This is the crazy part. It's more important to hire for soft skills. 30% said soft skills. A combination of soft skills and hard skills is 62%, and just hard skills is 8%. Bad hires actually is how people lose their jobs. We already talked about that graph. So here's the difference between look at our hard skills, look at our soft skills. Which ones are more important? And which one of each of those is more important to you and your success? So remember, when I'm up in front of the classroom or your teacher's up in front of the classroom and they're asking you to develop those soft skills by giving you assignments that's going to do it, it isn't that we're trying to be mean or angry or punish you. We're trying to make you a better student and a better learner. We're trying to help you develop your muscles as a learner and developing those soft skills.